All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Double count right here, double count.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Throwing is Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else? To rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. With it is Jackson. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. This complete to Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs, and they'll get him down right around the 16. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Breida. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A game there of 30 big ones. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, a run with Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, you got deep?
To throw is Jackson. That one caught by Gibson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on high.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Matt Breida, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing on second down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Watch the safety creep. Joker. Look left. 36 power. 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Hey, alert 3. Showing up. He's coming. We got time.
Here's Breida. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go counter with Breida, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Hey, we got to get the stop here,
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try and at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 29, Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On third down, a run from Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Matt Breida, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught by Jackson. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Check 53, switch up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
This is brought in by Gibson. So we have reached halftime here. Contest as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run with Breedham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Come on. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Here it comes, here it comes. Hey, one set. Check Mike 50.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Get ready. 54, right there, right? They're running it.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles able to push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 0-0-0. Mike 5-4. I hope you got your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Right here.
Good job right there.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Ready. Mike 54. You got nothing in there.
They run again with Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Match box. Right. Big end. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is fielded at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jacobs now. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
53, Mike.
Hey, I'm coming. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On the delay, here's Breida. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now Jackson on first down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 22-yard scamper. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Seahawks.
380. 5-4. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now here's a screen play left side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 52.
First throw now for the backup Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It's just me and you. It's just one.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Through by Myers. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
14.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So